Most people walk past without noticing. They see the road, they see the grass, they see another forgotten corner of the world and assume there's nothing there. Some people are late for work, some are lost in their phones, some notice something feels wrong. But keep walking anyway, because stopping means responsibility, and responsibility makes people uncomfortable, but every once in a while, someone stops, and for a mother dog and her puppies, that single pause changed the direction of their lives forever. It was an ordinary day, the kind of day where nothing feels important enough to remember later, until a kind stranger noticed movement near the edge of the road. At first, it didn't look like anything at all, just weeds bending slightly in the breeze, just shadows shifting as clouds passed overhead, the kind of movement your brain is trained to ignore. But then, something held his attention, a pair of eyes, watching, waiting, not moving. A thin, exhausted mother dog stood frozen in place, as if she'd learned that stillness was the safest option. Up close, her body told a painful story. Her ribs pressed sharply against her skin, her fur was dirty, tangled, and dull, her legs trembled, not from aggression, but from exhaustion. Every muscle in her body was tense, not because she wanted to attack, but because she was afraid of losing something. She didn't bark, she didn't lunge, she didn't run, she stood her ground, and that's when the stranger understood. She wasn't alone, hidden beneath torn cardboard, broken plastic, and trash left behind by people who never looked back, were her puppies, tiny bodies pressed together, eyes barely open, breathing shallow and uneven. The ground beneath them was cold, the air around them unforgiving. They huddled close, instinctively searching for warmth, for safety, for their mother. She had no food, no shelter, no help, but she stayed. Because when the world abandons you, love is sometimes the only thing left to give. The stranger moved slowly, every step measured, every breath controlled. He lowered himself to the ground, careful not to appear threatening. "Hey. It's okay," he whispered, "I'm not going to hurt you." The mother dog didn't move, she simply stepped forward, placing her body between him and her puppies. Her message was unmistakable: you can help, but you don't come any closer. Instead of forcing the moment, the stranger placed food and water on the ground, then he backed away. No ropes, no grabbing hands, no pressure, just patience. Time passed, the wind moved through the grass. The puppies whimpered softly, and then, the mother dog took a step forward, then another. She lowered her head and drank. In that quiet moment, something shifted. For the first time in a long time, she allowed herself to believe that help had finally arrived. One by one, the puppies were gently lifted from the dirt, carefully, slowly, as if each movement mattered, because it did. The mother watched every second, her eyes never left them. And when she saw her babies wrapped in warmth, safe, alive, she followed, not because she was forced, but because she trusted. For the first time in who knows how long, they were warm, they were fed, they were safe. The puppies slept deeply, the kind of sleep that only comes when fear finally loosens its grip. The mother dog lay down beside them, her body relaxed, her breathing slowed. She was still tired, but she was no longer afraid. Days passed, food returned strength to their bodies, rest brought life back to their eyes. The puppies grew louder, stronger, curious, and the mother dog, once trembling, began to wag her tail. She didn't have to fight anymore. She could finally be what she'd always been underneath the fear, a mother. This rescue didn't make headlines. There were no crowds, no applause, no viral moment. Just one human choosing compassion, and because of that choice, a family survived. Some heroes don't wear uniforms, some rescues happen in silence, but kindness always leaves a mark. If you ever see an animal in need, stop, look closer, be the reason their story doesn't end too soon, because sometimes, all it takes, is one stranger.